Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance. And this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous. And here's her story. Hello, Ollie. I so enjoy a lot what you say that I have finally come to the conclusion that you have a gift. And I also think your life experiences that you open yourself up to learning from has really given you solid discernment. I have a couple points, having gone through my own transition, that I want to share with you. I'll write it in a form that either you can read or just share from your perspective. First of all, you did a very brilliant presentation on God over Thanksgiving that I thought was right on point. I'm a Christian, I believe in Jesus, and I'm a very spiritual person. From my perspective at least, and I just want you to know that when I was going through my divorce, I did not go to a Christian counselor. I decided no more of that, and I went to a lay person, and it was the best help I had ever gotten. I know a pastor who said that he refused to bury any more women. If you come to him and tell him you're being abused, he's going to tell you to leave your husband. This is such a crucial point that we get so twisted. There's a whole other side of God, and there's a whole other side of Jesus that talks about submission is mutual, that we have to love one another, that if people refuse to change, you must dust the dust off your feet and keep it moving. We really need to really look at that whole issue of forgiveness and what it is really about, because this is where a lot of us, especially females, get in trouble. We become more interested in forgiving and changing and being the best we can be, while the other person is doing absolutely nothing to be better. That is exactly what I experienced. So that's just food for thought. You may have a lot of listeners who are Christians, and if you could just give them permission to have that righteous, holy anger where Jesus did not let people take advantage of him. He didn't, at the end of the day. He did what he had to do. He came to do whatever he had to do. He kept it moving in the end. Right. I agree. I don't know. I mean, I was raised Catholic, confirmed, baptized, the whole rigmarole through that. At the point where as a 45-year-old man, what's my position on God and on the whole religion thing? And I've said numerous times, I'm not a big fan of organized religion. That's not to say I don't believe in a God or I denounce Jesus in any way. Like I said, I think he was a great guy. Whether or not he was a deity, the Son of God, is up for debate. Logically, I have to admit that. Do I think any of these religions have it right? No. And to me, it's very silly, to think that, at this point, we don't even know how long we've been on this planet, realistically. My opinion, I think humans have been here a lot longer than they say. I think we've been technologically advanced before, have gotten nearly wiped out, and have had to rebuild again. And I think we repeat a lot of the same mistakes of the past as well. In that other video, where, the God and Satan video, and what people were saying, well, God is perfect, God is perfect, God is perfect. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't buy that. To accept God as perfect, to me, is the ultimate gaslight. Nothing can be perfect. Look around this world. I mean, look at the story. Look at the story of how heaven and hell and Lucifer, the evidence of him not being perfect is everywhere. So to just blindly say God is perfect, to me, is the ultimate gaslight. What makes God us in God's image is that he's imperfect. whatever form that may be. I don't think we understand what God is at this point. I think it's all connected to the universe somehow that we just don't understand yet. I don't think the answer's on this rock. I think with all that space out there, it's out there. I think it's out in space, and I think science, that's where science and technology should be coming together, is say, hey, let's find the answer to God out there, because that's where it is. So, to me, to just say God knew Lucifer was gonna screw him over, he knew, and it was, to me, that's just gaslighting yourself. To just accept God is perfect is the ultimate gaslight. Nothing is perfect, and I think that's okay. That's exactly what I experienced. So that's just food for thought. You may have a lot of listeners who are Christians, and if you could just give them permission to have that righteous, holy anger where Jesus did not let people take advantage of him. He didn't, at the end of the day, he did what he had to do. He came to do whatever he had to do, and he kept it moving in the end. Oh, by the way, I lucked upon a counselor who was well versed on narcissism, and she recognized it immediately, and she gave me some really good insight. The other thing I wanted to talk about that really helped me, and I don't know if you know anything about this, but have you ever heard of about soul ties? It's very, 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 very powerful when it comes to going no contact and separating yourself from these people. Soul ties develop in a lot of different ways, but when you make promises with each other or spend time with each other, there's a bond that is created in your brain that is very difficult to break. And I think that helped me a lot when I really began to see that. It's almost the same type of bond that occurs between a mother and her baby, especially when she breastfeeds. It's a chemical connection in your brain that makes it very hard to break, and no contact is exactly what you need to do to deal with it. Food for thought. I just figured we walk through our own changes, and the least we can do is turn around and share some of the information we learn on the backside of everything. After you walk away from these people, don't let them promise you anything. Avoid spending time. Teach them and be very clear when you have children that the children are separate from you. It's all such a process, and truth be told, does not occur overnight, but it gets better and better, and you get stronger and stronger as time passes. Ollie, thanks again. I just want to let you know how brilliant and what kind what you do is. Take care of yourself and your family, and all the best to you in the future. I'll send the donation anonymous. Well, as far as what was it called? Soul ties. Honestly, no. It's the first I've ever heard of it. I'll try to look into it a little bit. But honestly, that's the first. I would love to sit here and bullshit you, or stop the video, look it up, and act like I know what I'm talking about. I've never heard of it, so it's something I'll look into. But what you're saying at the end about breaking the ties and stopping the cycle, I think that's what we're all trying to do. At some point, one of us has got to step in and throw a cog in that narcissistic cycle. Somebody's got to stop that wheel that turbine from spinning. Somebody's got to muck up the works, and that's where we come in. And protecting our children is the best way, other than no contact. Because you can go no contact yourself, but your children also have to understand as well that this is toxicity. This is not a direction we want the family to be going in. So thank you so much for your support and your contribution, and your kind words about the channel. I'm realizing more and more you know, how important it is to people, and how much, you know, people do get out of it, you know, the validation. And, you know, I appreciate all your support, and I appreciate your kind words. So thank you. And I hope this helped. And thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, or a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and expanding, because this channel is supported 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you, this all goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance.